Hi children, today you are going to learn 10th class, 4th chapter. It is a pair of linear equations in two variables. Today we are going to learn the complete introduction about this chapter. So listen, already it is a familiar chapter for you. You have been learning from your 7th class, the same chapter name like and the name of simple equations. In 8th class, linear equation in one variable. In the 9th class, you have done linear equation in two variable, but here a pair of linear equation in two variable. Simple. But the problem solving will be same. What we have done in the 9th class, the same thing we are going to be doing it here in the 10th class also. So, let us enter into the exercise first. Introduction in this. First of all, we should know that what is meaning of equation. What is meaning of an equation? What is meaning of equation then? An open sentence contains sign of equality. The sign of equality is called an equation. The sign of equality is called equation. That means you are already familiar with this definition. An open sentence is nothing but a variable. A variable should contain sign of equality. Then only it's called equation. That's the sense. If they have given a statement, suppose x plus 5 equal to 9. It is an equation because there is a variable and there is an equal symbol. See, an open sentence is nothing but a variable and equal symbol. One open sentence should be there and one equal symbol should be there. Then only it is called as a equation. It is an open sentence. Why it is an open sentence? Here in the place of x, you can substitute any values like 1, 2, 3, infinitive number of values you can substitute here in the place of open sentence. But when you substitute 4, this statement will get true statement. Or else in other cases it will be a false statement. But whatever, it is an equation because it contains a variable and an equal symbol. So suppose if they have given like x plus 5 is greater than 9. It is not an equation because when it is contains an open sentence, hence there is no equal symbol here. So it is not an equation. Suppose 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. It is also not an equation. There is an equal symbol, but there is no open sentence. It is a mathematical statement, the true statement, that's it. But it is not an equation. So if a statement is said to be an equation, it should contain an open sentence along with a sign of equality, then only it is called an equation. Then let's learn what is linear equation. What is linear equation in this sense? This is a linear equation only. If power of the variable, in this there will be open sentence, no? Open sentence nothing but we will learn like a variable. If the power of the variable is 1, if this power of the variable is 1, they are called linear equations. Linear equation. So linear equation. So normally a linear equation in one variable in this, there is only one variable. It is a linear equation in one variable. This is a linear equation one variable. This also we have learned and the name of simple equation in the 7th class and linear equation in one variable in the 8th class. These kind of problems you have done in your 8th class. But when it comes to the linear equation LE, the linear equation in two variables. The linear equation in two variables. What will be like? See, 5x plus 6y equal to 11. Here there is a power of these variables are 1 and 1. How many variables are present? Two variables are present. If power of the variable is 1, it is called linear. So, there is a two variables and it is an equation also. So, it is a linear equation in two variables. In a linear equation, two variables. How to draw the graph of the linear equation in two variables, that we have learned in our 9th class only. The general form of a linear equation in two variables like ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Based on this, you have done the problems in the 9th class. This you have done the problems in 8th and 7th classes. So in the 10th class, what we are going to learn? See that the linear equation in two variables. Linear equations in two variables, linear equation two variables, but a pair in the sense pair ante jata ante rendu. So a pair of linear equations. Suppose let me take here 5x plus 6y equal to 11, 3x plus 2y equal to 30. So see, here one linear equation, here one linear equation. This is called a pair of linear equations. It's called a pair of linear equation in two variables. Here it is two variables, here also two variables. This is called a pair of linear equation in two variables. This is what our chapter actually. So here in the linear equation in two variable, when there is only one linear equation in two variable, having infinitely many solutions, having infinitely many solutions. It has infinitely many solutions. How? Suppose we take like x plus y equal to 1000. X plus y equal to 1000. It is a linear equation in two variable. No? Okay. Then if x equal to 1, then y equal to 999. That will give us 1000. If x equal to 2, y equal to 998. That equal to 1000. If x equal to 3, that's 997. That equal to 1000. If x equal to minus 1, then it is 1000 and 1. That equal to 1000. In this way, we can write infinitely many solutions. A linear equation in two variable having infinitely many solutions. A linear equation in two variables having infinitely many solutions, but not a pair of linear equation in two variables. How many solutions it has? It is depends on the coefficients, the ratio of the coefficients. What is the ratio of the coefficients and how many kind of graphs we will get when representing of this? Let us learn the graphical representation. Okay, let us learn the graphical representation of these linear equations also once. Okay, I will tell you, just you need to be concentrate here what we have learned in the 9th class and what we are going to learn in the 10th class. Okay, then I will tell you clearly. You just need to be concentrate here very carefully. So suppose let us take one example, which is x plus y equal to suppose 100. X plus y equal to 100. Then how will you draw the graph of this? A linear equation in two variables. It's a linear equation in two variables. This we have learned in the 9th class. See how we draw the graph of this? Simple. This x we used to transfer this side. Y equal to, we used to make the given equation as a y equal. Then we used to get like this. Then after we used to go for a table. In the tables, first we will assume some x values that equal to y equal to 100 minus x. Then we go for x comma y values. X comma y values. That means x equal to some values we used to assume. Suppose x equal to minus 20 suppose. Then y equal to 100 minus of minus 20. That equal to 100 plus 20. That is 120. That means here x value is minus 20. Y value is 120. If x value is minus 10. Y equal to 110 as it's same like. So minus 10 comma 110. If x is 0, y equal to 100 minus 0, that is 100. Then if x is 0, y is 100. X value, y value like that. So 10. If x is 10, 100 minus 10, that is 90. So 10 comma 90. If x is 20, it is a 80 then. 20 comma 80. Then what we used to do, these points we used to be draw on a graph. We used to float these points on the graph. Suppose it is 0, it is 10, 20, 30, 40, here minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, like a 10, 20, 30. We used to draw this, then we used to locate the points. Then we get a straight line, suppose like that. We used to be locate the points. This is what we have done in the 9th class actually. So what we are going to do it in the 10th class. Okay, like this we can assume many values. we get many solutions. That means that's why I said a linear equation, one linear equation in two variable having infinitely many solutions. Then what happens if you take one more linear equation? Okay, one linear equation is here. Let us take the one more linear equation. 10th class లో ఏం చేస్తాం, ఇది 9th class లో చేస్తాం కదా. మరి 10th లో ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఇది ఒక లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇచ్చాడు అనుకుందాం, దీంతో పాటు ఇంకోటి కూడా ఇస్తాడు. సో లెట్ us find out suppose one more linear equation, x plus or not x minus y equal to 50. X minus y equal to 50. What we used to do it, first దీన్ని y equal to రాసుకోవాలి. y equal to రాసుకోవాలంటే y పాజిటివ్ ఉండాలి. y always should be positive. సో ఇక్కడ y ఏముంది, నెగిటివ్ ఉంది. ఇక్కడ y పాజిటివ్ ఉంది కనుక x ను పంపించేసాను. ఇక్కడ y పాజిటివ్ ఉంది కనుక x ను పంపించాం. ఇక్కడ y నెగిటివ్ గా ఉంది కదా, అప్పుడు y ను పంపించాం. సో దిస్ 50 will transfer this side. This minus y become a plus y. Then here x, this plus 50 become minus 50. So we get like this, y equal to x minus 50. Simple. You know, always y should be in the left side. No, minus y become a plus y. Already there is a x, I wrote x. This plus 50 become a minus 50. Then we have to draw the one more table. Then we go for the x, here y equal to x minus 50 and here x comma y, same. Let us do it now. We go for here minus 20 suppose. Y equal to, because here 50 is no, I will be taking x. So minus 20. So what we get, minus 20 minus 50, that equal to minus 70. Minus 20 comma minus 70 minus 10. That equal to get minus 60. Minus 10 comma minus 60. 0. Y equal to you get minus 50. 0 comma minus 50. Then 10 if you substitute, that equal to 10 minus 50, that equal to minus 40. That equal to 10 comma minus 40. And 20 if you substitute in the place of x, 20 minus 50 equal to minus 30. That is 20 comma minus 30. So we got here, this is one equation, equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Now we got linear equation in two variable 1 and linear equation 2 variable, this is second equation. So this both will call as a pair, 1 and 2. There is a two linear equation 2 variable, no? So it is a pair of linear equation in two variable. ఇప్పుడు డ్రా ఎలా చేస్తాం, గ్రాఫ్ అనేది ఎలా డ్రా చేస్తాం, దీనికి ఒక టేబుల్ వేస్తాం, దీనికి ఒక టేబుల్ వేసి దీనికి ఒక 5-6 సొల్యూషన్స్, దీనికి ఒక 5-6 సొల్యూషన్స్ తీసుకొని you to take 5-6 solution of this and we have to find out 5-6 solution of this equation. Then take a one graph paper only. Now take one graph paper only. In the one graph paper, first you locate these points and draw a graph. Finished up? Then take these solutions. First you take this solution, draw a graph, and then take these solutions and draw a graph. Yes. Now finished. This is what we are going to be learning. In the exercise number 1, the graphical representation of linear equation in two variables. Then always the graph will intersect like this? No. Always the graphs will never intersect. Sometimes a pair of linear equation in two variables, the questions, the graphical representation may be intersect like this at one point. Sometimes we get parallel lines. Sometimes we get dependent coincident lines. మూడు రకాలుగా ఉంటుంది గ్రాఫ్. అయితే ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతాయి, లేకుంటే ప్యారలల్ లైన్స్గా ఉంటాయి. ఈ రెండు లైన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఒకదానికొకటి ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అయితే ఇంటర్సెక్టింగ్ లైన్స్. ఈ గ్రాఫికల్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ సమ్టైమ్స్ విల్ బి parallel also like this. See, these two lines are parallel. So parallel also, sometimes coincident also. Coincident in the sense, coincident or dependent lines. That means here first table graph, and also the second table graph also will come on only this. First table graph and second table graph. Coincident line, that means dependent lines. One line will be depends on the other line. Coincident, every point will be coincident, same one. So it will be like this. So in these three ways we get the graphs. In the three ways we get a graphs. So how to identify, sir? In what case, in which questions we get which kind of a graph? How to identify what kind of a graph we will get? of a particular pair of linear equation, two variables. There is a method to be followed, and there will be one method to be know it. దానికి ఒక మెథడ్ ఉంటుంది. ఎలా తెలుసుకోవాలి? మనకి ఇచ్చిన పేర్ ఆఫ్ లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్స్లో గ్రాఫ్ డ్రా చేస్తే, మనకి ఇచ్చిన పేర్ ఆఫ్ లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ టూ వేరియబుల్తోని గ్రాఫ్ డ్రా చేస్తే అది ఇంటర్సెక్టెడ్ లైన్స్ ఇస్తుందా, ప్యారలల్ లైన్స్ ఇస్తుందా, కోఇన్సిడెంట్ లైన్స్ ఇస్తుందా అనేది ఎలా తెలుసుకోవాలి అంటే, సో బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు దట్ ఇంటర్సెక్టింగ్ లైన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయో చూపిస్తాను మీకు. సి దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఇంటర్సెక్టింగ్ లైన్స్. కొన్నిసార్లు గ్రాఫ్ డ్రా చేస్తే ఇంటర్సెక్టింగ్ లైన్స్ వస్తాయి, ఇంకొన్నిసార్లు గ్రాఫ్ డ్రా చేస్తే కోఇన్సిడెంట్ లైన్స్ వస్తాయి. చూడండి, ఇవి కోఇన్సిడెంట్. ఇందులో టూ లైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 1 and 2. దేర్ ఇట్స్ సెల్ఫ్. Sometimes you will get parallel lines like this. Parallel lines. So, according to the question, we get this graphs actually. According to the question, we will get this graph. Then how to identify these graphs and how to draw the graphs, everything there is a one procedure. I will tell you now. Suppose now we have to learn what is a general form of a pair of linear equation, two variables. The general form of a pair of linear equations in two variables. What is the general form? See, suppose here a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Here a1 b1 are known as a coefficient. Here a1 a2 are coefficients are x's, b1 b2 are coefficients of y, c1 c2 are constant numbers, and abc are any real numbers. Where abc are any real numbers. Here a comma b comma c are any real numbers. But where a should not equal to 0 and b should not equal to 0. If a is 0, what happens? X will be 0. If b is 0, y will be 0. Then it will be not at all. It is not at all a linear equation in two variables. So a should not be equal to 0 and b should not be equal to 0. If c is 0, no problem. But x and y should be there. No, that's what. Then here this is a general form of a pair of linear equation in two variables. Based on this only, we can identify, we can know that how the graphs are going to become. Before attempting the graph only, before drawing the graph itself, we'll know that what is the outcome of the graph. అంటే గ్రాఫ్ ఎలా వస్తుందో ముందే తెలుసుకోవచ్చు క్వశ్చన్ చూసి. By identifying question, by looking at question itself, we can tell that either the given questions will give us intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines. Okay, we'll take one example and I will tell you here how we get the outcome of the graphs. Now let us take one examples for each and every representation, and we'll come to know that in what case we get which kind of outcome of the graphs. So let me take, it depends on that. Here a1 a2 we know it. Here a1 is a coefficient of x, b1 is a coefficient of y, and c1 is a constant term of equation number 1, and a2 is a coefficient of x, b2 is a coefficient of y, and c2 is a constant term of equation number 2. So it is a linear equation in one variable, sorry, two variables, and it is also a linear equation in two variables. So these both are a pair of linear equation in two variables. Now let me take an example. See this condition has to be satisfied. See, there will be three conditions. The three conditions we have to be remember. When a1 by a2, the ratio of the coefficients, even a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, we will get intersecting lines. We get intersecting lines after representing these lines. That means if you draw a graph of the first equation and if you draw the graph of the second equation, the graphical representation will get like a intersecting lines. See, suppose the first one graph you got like this. This is equation number 1, and second you may be getting like this. That means this is equation number 2. They have a common point. They intersect each other. So when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, the lines are called intersecting lines. How to draw this graph? Just now we have learned that we have to take a first equation, make it y equal to the equation, and assume some x values. You will get some y values. The x comma y values you have to float here. The same thing we have to do it for the second equation also. Like this, if you substitute, when you see a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then called intersecting lines. Let us take some examples of intersection lines. See, suppose 5x plus 2y equal to 10 and 3x plus 6y equal to 15. So let us see what is a1 value here. a1 equal to 5, a2 equal to 3. We have to compare. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. a1 equal to 5, a2 equal to 3. a1 by a2 equal to, you got 5 by 3. Then b1 by b2 will find out. b1 by b2 is equal to 2 by 6. 2 by 6 when you cancel, you get 1 by 3. 2 ones are 2 3s are 1 by 3. So here we can conclude that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. a1 by a2, the ratio of a1 by a2, x coefficients, and the ratio of y coefficients. That means a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So you will definitely get a intersection lines. That means the two lines will intersect at one point, and this point is known as solution. This point is known as a solution. The solution of this equation. This point is known as the solution of the equation. That means at what point these lines will intersect, the point is known as the solution. That means intersection lines will have only one solution. Remember, intersection lines will have only one solution. And intersection lines to any solutions ఉంటాయి. That means it will have only one solution. So remember, when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, the graphical representation will be like a intersection lines. That means at how many points they are intersecting? At only one point they are intersecting. That is called intersection line. How many? Only one point. This point is known as the solution. That means the x place, x value and y value. This is known as a solution of this pair of linear equation, two variables. Okay, intersection lines will have only one solution. It is remember. A pair of linear equations, if they are intersecting lines, will get only one solution. The second kind of representation, if a1 by a2, if it is equal to b1 by b2 and it is not equal to c1 by c2, then the graphical representation will be like a parallel lines. Okay, parallel lines. The graphical representation will be a parallel lines. Sorry, here PA. The graphical representation will be a parallel lines. That means when you draw the graph of equations, so first equation you take it, make it y equal to, and assume some x values. Those x values you substitute in y, you will get x comma y values. No, represent x comma y values. Suppose if you get a equation, for first equation if you get a graph like this, and for suppose the second equation also do the same. Suppose you got a graph like this, these two lines. See the graphical representation of first equation and the graphical representation of the second equation. You got the lines like this. So these lines are known as parallel lines. Now you got a representation parallel lines. When a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and it's not equal to c1 by c2, in that case we get parallel lines. For example, let me give you, see here suppose 2x plus 3y plus 5 equal to 0. Let me take here 4x plus 6y minus 2 equal to 0. Then what happens? Let us see. We will find out a1 by a2 here. a1 by a2 is equal to what? 2 by 4. which will give us 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos. Then b1 by b2. Here b1 by b2 is 3 by 6. That equal to 3 ones are 3 twos are. That equal to 1 by 2. Then find out c1 by c2. That is c1 is 5 and c2 is minus 2. That is minus 5 by 2. So here it happens now. See what happened here. Simple. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. So in this case you will get a parallel lines. By watching a question itself, we will see the question a1 by a2, what is the ratio? Then b1 by b2, what is the ratio? Are they equal or not equal? If they are not equal, you will get first intersecting lines, and intersecting lines will intersect at only one point. That means they have only one solution. Then we will see a1 by a2. Okay, we got some value. b1 by b2, we got a same value. That means both are equal. Then we have to go for c1 by c2. So here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, and if it is not equal to c1 by c2, you will get a parallel lines. Outcome of the graph will be like a parallel lines. Okay, now these parallel lines, these lines are intersecting? No, the lines which do not intersect each other, they are called parallel lines. The lines are not intersecting, no, it means it has no solutions. It has no solutions. A parallel lines having no solution. Remember, intersecting lines will have only one intersection point, so it gets one solution. Here parallel lines won't intersect each other, so will never get any solutions. Will never get any solutions. And the third one, in the case of third one, you see, when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then we get, see, all a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then we get coincident lines. Coincident lines. Okay, we get a coincident lines. So coincident lines now. So in this coincident lines, when you get, when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, it's equal to c1 by c2, will get coincident lines. Are not, these lines are also known as dependent lines. Dependent lines. Dependent lines. One line will depends on the other line. Like suppose the graphical representation of this will be, see, the graphical representation of coincident lines. Suppose the first graphical representation you got like this. The first graphical representation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose 5 points you are located. You got the first representation of, this is the representation of linear equation in two variable. First equation representation. Then second equation also, if you represent, maybe points you may get same or different, but you will get on the same line. You will get on the same line. This is equation number 2. Equation number 1 and equation number 2. The graphical representation, see, one line is on another line, so they are coincident lines. They are called coincident lines or dependent lines. One line is depends on the other line, like dependent lines. It happens when the ratio of the coefficients, like a x coefficients ratio, y coefficients ratio and constant term ratio, if they are same, we get a coincident lines. That means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, will get a coincident lines. For example, let us take here 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. We will develop it. 4x plus 6y plus 8 equal to 0. 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8. Here what I done? To get a1 by a2 is equal to by b2. What I done? 2 I made it as a 4. 3 I made it as a 6. This 2 I made it as double. But it should be not be equal to 0. The c1 by c2 should not be equal to 0. No? So that numbers I have written different. Those numbers I have written different. Here first itself a1 by a2 should not equal to b1 by b2. So I have written my which numbers which will never makes equal. Like that I am taking examples like that. So here a1 by a2 equal to what we will get? 2 by 4, which will give us 1 by 2. Then b1 by b2 is equal to 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then c1 by c2 also will be equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. 4 ones are 4 twos are, 3 ones are 3 twos are, 2 ones are 2 twos are. So hence we can conclude that children here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. All these three are equal. So in this way we get coincident. So see that here it is intersecting at one point. Intersecting lines are intersecting one point. So it has one solution. At how many points they intersect, as many solutions it has. ఎన్నిటి దగ్గర ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతే అన్ని సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉన్నట్టు. ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ లైన్స్ ఒకటే దగ్గర ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి కనుక ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఓన్లీ వన్ సొల్యూషన్. వెన్ a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, they are intersecting at only one point. So it has only one solution. Then how to find out this solution? ఈ one solution ఎలా find out చేయాలి? I will tell you. So see, parallel lines, they are not intersecting each other. That's why they call parallel lines. They are not intersecting at any point. So it has no solutions. Then what about these lines? Are they intersecting? Yes, they are intersecting at every point. They are intersecting at every point. So here how many solutions it has? Infinitely many solutions. Here you get infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Where in the coincident lines, at every point one line is intersecting the other line at every point. One line is intersecting the other point, other line at every point. So we'll get infinitely many solutions in the coincident lines when the condition a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. See, here it is intersecting at only one point. Here it is intersecting at every point. So it has one solution. It has infinitely many solutions. It is not intersecting at any point. So it has no solution. So here we should be know the meaning of consistent and inconsistent. The meaning of consistent and inconsistent. Consistent ante కనుక్కోగలగడం లేదా చెప్పగలగడం. Inconsistent కనుక్కోలేకపోవడం లేదా చెప్పలేకపోవడం. So consistent. Here see, is a pair of linear equation. If they are intersecting lines, the solution can be consistent. The solution of intersection lines are consistent because we can say the solution. It has one solution, no, we can say the solution. Here you say a pair of intersection lines are the solution is consistent and it has only one solution. The pair of intersection lines we can consist the solution, it has only one solution. Here the solutions of parallel lines are inconsistent. The solution of parallel lines are inconsistent. We cannot tell the solution because it don't have a solution. What about the coincident lines? Here the solutions are consistent. Here also consistent. But here infinitely many solutions. Here the solutions of intersection lines are consistent. It has only one solution. Here the solution of coincident lines are also consistent, but infinitely it has many solutions. దీనికి చాలా సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సొల్యూషన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయగలుగుతామా? ఎస్, ప్రతి ఒక్కటి ఒక్కొక్క సొల్యూషన్. At every point is a one solution here. At every point it is intersecting. So every point is a one solution. So the solutions are consistent, but infinitely many solutions it has. Here the solutions are consistent, but it has only one solution. Here the solutions are inconsistent. Inconsistent lines, consistent lines. In this consistent lines we have only one solution. Here in this consistent lines we have infinitely many solutions. Then we'll take these examples and solve it. We'll take the examples and solve it in the elimination method. Once you see, I'll write these solutions here. Equations: 5x plus 2y equal to 10. Then 3x plus 6y equal to 15. Okay, I said it has only one solution because here a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. No, it has one solution. Then let me take a second example. What is the second example? 2x plus 3y plus 5 equal to 0. Okay, plus equal to 0, or this plus 5 you transfer the side, that equal to minus 5. You keep it like that. Then 4x plus 6y, this minus 2 you transfer the side, that become plus 2. Okay, it has no solutions, I said. No solutions. Okay, now here I took the third question. 2x plus 3y, here plus 4, no, you transfer the side, it become a minus 4. 4x plus 6y equal to minus 8, plus 8 become minus 8. It has infinitely many solutions. So how to find out the x comma y value in the method of elimination method? How to find out the x value and y value in the elimination method? Let me see. Okay, let you people see here how to do it. So here x is unknown, and also y is unknown. Both are so unknown. If both are unknown, we cannot find out the solutions. So what we have to do? Either we have to eliminate x or not we have to eliminate y. ఏదైనా ఒకదాన్ని ఎలిమినేట్ చేస్తే ఇంకొక ఆన్సర్ తెలుస్తుంది. So if both are unknown, we cannot find out. So let us eliminate any one. See here x coefficients and y coefficients both are different, no? You just put it like this. Either you make it x coefficients are equal or y coefficients are equal. అంటే x coefficients అన్న y coefficients అన్న ఈక్వల్ చేయాలి. ఎలా ఈక్వల్ చేస్తాం? సింపుల్. ఈ y coefficients ఈక్వల్ చేయాలి అనుకో, అంటే నువ్వు y ను ఎలిమినేట్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటే y coefficients ని ఈక్వల్ చేయాలి. x ని ఎలిమినేట్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటే x coefficients ని ఈక్వల్ చేయాలి. y coefficient ని ఈక్వల్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఈ 6 ని తీసుకొని ఇక్కడ మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి. ఈ 2 ని తీసుకొచ్చి ఇక్కడ మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి. The y coefficients you have to multiply in alternate method like this. Then 6 2s are 12y. 2 6 are 12y. Then y coefficients will be equal. That means the first equation we are raising up to 6 times. The second equation we are raising up to 2 times. అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్ ని 6 టైమ్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తున్నాం, సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ని కంప్లీట్ గా 2 టైమ్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఎన్ని టైమ్స్ అన్నా మనం ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, లైక్ సో ఇఫ్ x కోఎఫిషియెంట్స్ యు వాంట్ టు మేక్ ఇట్ ఈక్వల్, x కోఎఫిషియెంట్ ఈక్వల్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ఈ 5 ఇక్కడ మల్టిప్లై చేయండి, ఈ 3 ఇటు మల్టిప్లై చేయండి. సో లెట్ us do it first. 3 5s are 15x plus 3 into 2 6y equal to, you should also multiply this side also, not only LHS side. LHS side చేసి RHS side చేయకపోతే అది బ్యాలెన్స్ కాదు. సో we have to balance on the both the side. 3 10s are 30. Now 5 3s are 15x, 5 6s are 30, 5 6s are 30y, that is equal to 5 into 15 75. 15 5s are 75. Yes, then we go it. See here 15x, here 15x, plus 15x plus 15x. Both are positive, we cannot cancel. If both are positive, we cannot cancel. See here x coefficients are equal, 15x 15x. ఇక్కడ 15x ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 15x ఉంది, క్యాన్సిల్ చేద్దాం, చేయలేము. ఎందుకు? both are positive. So what we do it for the second equation? For the second equation we multiply with minus. ఈ సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ మొత్తం మైనస్ తో మల్టిప్లై చేద్దాం. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? here it is 15x, 15x, here it is minus 15x, both are cancelled. So now you see 6 minus 30, 6 minus 30 is minus 24y equal to, here 30 minus 75 minus 45, minus 45, minus minus can cancel on the both the sides. This 24 we transfer this side. Y equal to 45 by 24, y equal to 45 by 24. Okay, it can be cancelled in 3 8s are 24, 3 1s are 3, here 1 left 15, so 3 5s are 15. So y equal to 15 by 8, y equal to 15 by 8, or else you can also write this y in the decimal form. లేకుంటే ఇలా గుర్తుకోండి, y వాల్యూ వచ్చింది. Now what we have to do? ఒకటి తెలిసిందంటే ఇంకోటి తెలిసిపోతుంది కదా. So let us substitute this y. Let us substitute this y equal to 15 by 8 in equation number either 1 or 2. ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 1 లోనైనా 2 లోనైనా దేంట్లో అన్నా సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకోండి, ఇష్టం. ద సేమ్ x వాల్యూ అనేది సేమ్ వస్తుంది. లెట్ us take equation number 1. So what is the equation number 1? 5x plus 2y equal to 10. Y value is what? 15 by 8. No, let us substitute. 5x plus 2 into y value 15 by 8 equal to 10. ఇప్పుడు మనకి x వస్తుంది అవునా, x క్యాన్సిల్ చేసేసుకున్నాక y వాల్యూ వచ్చేసింది. ఈ y ని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 1 లేదా 2 లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే x వాల్యూ వచ్చేస్తుంది. హియర్ 2 1s are 2 4s are. So 5x equal to 5x plus 15 by 4 equal to 10. This plus 15 by 4 will transfer this side, minus 15 by 4 will get. So 5x equal to 10 minus 15 by 4. This 10 will write as a 10 by 1. So 5x equal to, do the cross multiplication. 1 into 4 is 4. 10 4s are 40 minus 1 into 15 15. So 5x equal to, here it is 25. 40 minus 15, 25 by 4. This 5 also will transfer this side. Here 5 is multiplied, so 5 will be divides. So x equal to 25 by 4 into 5. This 5 also will divide here for 25. 25 ones are 25 5s are. So x equal to 5 by 4. Now we got a x value and y value. This we can write that x value is 5 by 4. Y value is 15 by 8. Y value is 15 by 8. This is the procedure. See, either first we have to make x coefficients or y coefficients and equal ga cheyali. Ela chestam, equal ga unte directly you cancel it. If the equations are equal, directly you cancel. By if the symbols are same, you cannot cancel. So to make symbols different, అంటే సింబల్స్ సేమ్ అంటే క్యాన్సిల్ చేయలేరు. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు మల్టిప్లై విత్ మైనస్ టు మేక్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ సింబల్స్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ క్యాన్సిల్ ఇట్. హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ఫస్ట్ ఇన్ ద క్వశ్చన్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ either x coefficients are equal or not. They are not equal, okay. Then you check the y coefficient, are they equal or not. They are also not equal. Then it is your wish, either make x coefficients are equal or y coefficients are equal. ఏదైనా కోఎఫిషియన్స్ ఈక్వల్ చేయడానికి మల్టిప్లై చేయండి ఆల్టర్నేట్. So you will get any one coefficients will be equal. So by seeing their symbol, we can cancel it. So one we can eliminate. That is called elimination method. Then we will get one value. That value you substitute in the, either you get a x value or y value. That you have to substitute in the equation number 1 or 2. You will get the other value also. This is called elimination method. Okay. In this method we will get an answer. So this is, you try to remember. And what about? See, it has only one solution. The solution is what? 5 by 4 comma 15 by 8. It is an intersection lines. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. 5 by 3. Here 1 by 3. 2 by 6 in the sense 1 by 3. A1 by A2 is not equal to A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Intersection lines, no. It has only one solution. The solution is what? Here x comma y is equal to 5 by 4 comma 15 by 8. This is the solution. Simple. Then what about this? This lines represents parallel lines. We know it. So parallel lines will never get any kind of solution. Okay, let us see. First we'll go for the elimination method. ఒకసారి elimination method తెలిస్తే చేస్తే తెలిసిపోతుంది మీకు ఎన్ని సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎన్ని వస్తాయి. Okay, let us do the elimination method. See, x coefficients are different. Okay, leave it. Y coefficients are also different. Then what we have to do it? Either you make any coefficients are equal. So I will go for the always x coefficient make equal. Okay, I will make it x coefficients equal. This 4 I will multiply here. This 2 I will multiply here. 4 2s are 8 x. 4 3s are 12 y equal to 4 into 5, that is minus 5, minus 20. Then 2 4s are 8 x. 2 6 are 12 y equal to 2 2s are 4. What happens? See, now x coefficient, y coefficient both are equal. So let us cancel. Here plus 8x plus 8x, we cannot cancel. Here plus 12y plus 12y, here also we cannot cancel. So what we do it? We will multiply with minus. Plus become minus, plus become minus, here plus become also minus. And plus unte minus avutadi, minus తో multiply చేస్తే minus unte plus avutadi. So here minus 8x plus 8x plus 12y minus 12y are cancel. That equal to minus 24. Here there is nothing. X value ledu, y value ledu. That means you don't get any kind of solutions here. X ledu, y ledu. So em find out chestam. You will never get. Always the parallel lines will be cancelled. X and y both will get cancelled. ఏ ప్యారలల్ లైన్స్ తీసుకున్నా ఇలా కోఎఫిషియన్స్ ఈక్వల్ చేసి చూస్తే ఎక్స్ వాల్యూస్ వై వాల్యూస్ రెండు కూడా క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతాయి. నువ్వు సొల్యూషన్స్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేవు. ఇయర్ a1/a2 is equal to b1/b2 is not equal to c1/c2. It represents parallel lines, no? Parallel lines. So here it has no solutions. It has no solutions. You have seen that no solution. Yes, are you getting solutions of x and y? No. Here we got a one solution x and y. One solution we got it. Here what is actually, this is the example of coincident lines. It has infinitely many solutions. ఇదానికి ఎన్ని సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయి? చాలా సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఏ సొల్యూషన్ ఇది ఇస్తారు? ఏది ఇవ్వలేదు. సో వాట్ వి డూ ఇట్? లెట్ us see that. First let us see the x coefficients are different, y coefficients are also different. So let us make it now. Now this time y coefficient will make it equal. This 6 will write here, this 3 will write here. Then we do it. 6 2s are 12 x plus 6 3s are 18 y is equal to 6 2 minus 4 minus 24. 3 4s are 12 x plus 3 6 are 18 y equal to 3 into minus 8 minus 24. See that? Plus 12x plus 12x plus 18y plus 18y minus 24 minus 24. Here at least constant value we got different. Here even x values, y values, constant values all are same in this. In this only x value, y values are same. Constants are different because c1/c2 are different. అందుకే constant different గా వచ్చింది. Here a1/a2, b1/b2, c1/c2 all are equal. Now by making multiplying with minus on both sides, this plus 12x no minus 12x plus 18y become minus 18y minus 24 become plus 24. Now you cancel this all, completely zero. It has infinitely many solutions, so it cannot give a particular solution like ఇదే సొల్యూషన్ అని చెప్పేసి ఇవ్వదు. ఇక్కడ ఇన్ఫినిట్లీ మెనీ సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయి కనుక it has infinitely many solutions. So a1/a2 is equal to b1/b2 is equal to c1/c2. It has infinitely many solutions. It has infinitely many solutions. So it cannot give a particular solution like that. So see, only for intersection lines we can go for a elimination method. Intersection lines maatrame. If a1/a2 is not equal to b1/b2, then we can go for a solutions. Other two cases we cannot go for elimination method. In this e method. For parallel lines and for coincident lines we cannot go for a elimination method. మీరు elimination method దీంట్లో చేయలేరు. చేసినా మీకు ఏం రావు, x values y values ఏం రావు. Only in intersection lines you will get x values and y values. I hope you understood this clearly. Yes, this is a complete introduction about this a pair of linear equation in two variables. Again there will be substitution method also, that will tell you later in the chapters. When I discuss the chapters you will get understand. So this introduction class you listen properly once again. It will help you to do the exercise number 1 and 2. And that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Bye.